Welcome to the Defense and Aerospace Report. I'm Vago Muradian here at the Excel Center in London, where we're covering this 20th anniversary edition of DSEI, one of the world's leading defense and security shows. Our coverage here is sponsored by L3 Harris and Leonardo DRS, and we're in partnership with Clarion Events, the organizer of this great exhibition and many others around the world. And we're working with the UK Department of International Trade's Defense and Security Organization to bring you the very best of British defense and security. And it's my pleasure to be talking to Peter Hardisty again, formerly in another guise, who's the managing director of the new joint venture company, Rheinmetall BAE Systems Limited, or RBSL, and Thomas Pfister, who is also the managing director for Europe at Rheinmetall. Right, did I get that right?
Yes, sales manager, yeah.
Oh, sales manager, sorry, I didn't mean to promote you, but you know what, you have managing director characteristics, Thomas, so you're going to get there. So Peter, talk to us about where we are on this competition at the moment. We talked to Anne-Marie Trevelyan, the Minister for Defense Procurement. You know, she mentioned 508 vehicles is the plan, talked up Boxer in terms of it being a British solution, as you told me some years ago when we've talked about this program a couple of times over the years, but the last time I talked to you at DSEI here was that this was the best solution for the British Army requirement. Talk to us about where we stand right now and the joint venture partnership and what that means.
Well, since we last met, we have formed a joint venture with BAE. It's called RBSL. It's headquartered in Telford in the Midlands, and it will be the manufacturing centre for the manufacture of Boxer in the UK. So the government have looked at, we have tendered the vehicle, we have now agreed prices, and the MOD are going through their approvals process. And we would expect a contract award before the end of the year. That's our expectation, politics in the UK aside.
And what's the next step in the program once that comes? Do you guys start to cut steel?
Well, of course, we've got to go through the design reviews. The UK is wanting to procure 4 variants, an infantry carrying vehicle, a specialist variant for engineer recce, etc., command post and ambulance. And we need to go through the proper design process mandated by the MOD to ensure that those designs meet and fully meet their requirements.
And from a corporate headquarters perspective, how important is this deal, Thomas, in terms of sort of a seal of approval on what is already a tremendous vehicle?
This deal is very important for us, of course, because it's a good future, let's say, for Rheinmetall, and also for the internationality of the company. It's a very good sign if we will get this contract at the end of the year, as Peter said.
And it is really a revolutionary vehicle, isn't it? I mean, even in the marketplace, it's really it's distinguished by a modular capability that's not something that's a depot level job, but something that you can do in the field.
It's not even a depot, it's done at regimental first line. Right. In the UK, the recovery vehicles can lift the module off the vehicle, exchange it within 20 minutes. It's a battle group task, and it gives us immense flexibility, both operationally and in terms of development of the vehicle capability, particularly as they move towards more specialized capabilities.
And the bringing together of the BAE piece of it is very, very important, seeing as how, you know, BAE is sort of the British national champion. But Thomas, talk to us from the standpoint of, you know, how British a vehicle is this going to be at the end of the day, right? You have a British flag on it, but ultimately it is going to be a British product when it enters service.
It will be a British product because we will have more than 60% industrialization in the country, so it will be a British product.
And does that present, so how does the global supply chain support the nationalization of a product like this? Because you guys pride yourself on having the very, very best systems, whether they're domestic or international, getting on it. Do you want to handle that one, Peter?
Well, clearly we don't want to compromise any of the qualification of the vehicle. So steel will come from the same steel facility, but how we buy it, where it's welded, how it's manufactured, all of those things are key to the program. But also, and more importantly, it allows British industry to be part of the global network of Boxer. So today, the Boxer is in service with the German army, it's with the Dutch army, it's on order for the Lithuanians, and we hope to be supplying the UK. And there are further orders. Australia has contracted with Rheinmetall to supply Boxer, and Boxer for the Australians will be manufactured in Australia. Right. So there is a global network and there's a global opportunity to increase sales of the capability, whether it's full vehicles, part of a vehicle, or systems.
And by the way, that earlier question I was asking to tell the audience, because I think it is amazing that at the unit level and in the field, you can make some of these modifications and make those swaps of the modules. Thomas, let's talk a little bit about growth, space, and innovation, right? Innovation has been the name of this conference, from the very top of the Ministry of Defense all the way down to all the innovation organizations. Talk to us about how you guys have room for growth, whether on the electronic side or on the vehicular or any of the other systems that are on the platform.
So the upgrade or the upgrade possibility of the vehicle is very good. We have at the end a 38.5 tons gross vehicle weight. So that means that we can really upgrade the vehicle to, let's say, in future times with another weapon station, maybe with some more electronics, some future electronics, and so on.
I think furthermore, the vehicle will have an Ethernet backbone. It's been installed at the outset to accommodate and facilitate future comms growth.
Let me ask you one last question. So we heard from Sir Nick Carter, Chief of the General Staff, as well as Stephen Lovegrove, about the kind of partnership that needs to exist with industry in order to take the Ministry of Defence and British Armed Forces to that agile, innovative, rapidly moving future. How does this program fit into that construct of thinking? Because you guys are moving very, very fast, right? We saw a little bit of that speed with the Type 31 program where it went from concept to execution in 2 years. Talk to us about how this program can be emblematic of that kind of partnership between industry and the customer.
There's two aspects to that. The modularity allows the customer to introduce new capabilities very quickly without changing the vehicle fleet. So it's a module, they can put it on, they can put on electronic warfare, air defense, a whole host of capabilities without having to go through a full vehicle procurement aspect. But also, and more importantly, even the basic platforms can be updated, as Thomas was saying. There's 2 tons of stretch potential in terms of payload. 2 tons is more weapons, or more armour, or specialist armour focused and tailored to a specific threat. So that's flexibility in the vehicle as a base platform.
Peter Hardisty, who is the Managing Director of RBSL, Rheinmetall BAE Systems Limited, the new organization, the new joint venture partnership that's going to be building the Boxer once you get that contract at the end of the year. See, I'm exuding optimism on that. And Thomas,
we're optimistic. We are very optimistic. There's been incredible coverage here at DSEI. We've had all of the important stakeholders involved. We're pretty confident that we will close the deal.
I will keep my fingers crossed, and I look forward to announcing it on my podcast. If not, come over, because we're going to be here at the end of the year, so I might be able to do another video interview with you.
Let's hope so.
And Thomas Pfister, who is the sales manager for Europe for Rheinmetall. Sir, thanks very much, guys. Best of luck on this, and I hope everything works out the way I can't wait to see it in service on the Salisbury plain.
Thank you very much indeed for your time.
Thank you very much.